Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things. All support is very much appreciated. And in this video we are taking a look at the Retro Spider-Man Marvel Legends Wave 2, in particular the Spider Armor Mark 1. Now this is a figure that I've been looking forward to for a very long time because it takes me right back to my childhood. In the box you get the two web swinging hands, you obviously get the figure as well. You also get these very cool spider web effects that you can use in your displays or your action figure photography. Now, as I said, this is a character that I've been waiting for a long time. He literally debuted in the 90s. I think it was the Web of Spider-Man issue 100, and that was the issue it was in. Obviously he's popped up again in recent years in computer games, television shows, etc., but he was literally in one issue. Now let's have a quick look at the figure before we go into a bit more detail about this particular suit. The whole thing is pinless, which is great. Both the legs and the arms are pinless. There's a lot of articulation. You can move your head around, your arms, your elbows, your knees, your feet, your ankles, your wrists, all the rest of it, all the standard points of articulation. Now he is not built on the new Retro Spider-Man buck, so he is a little bit smaller than the Retro figure. I'll pull the Retro figure one out in a minute just so you can see him, but he is all kinds of awesome. They've got all of the details of him absolutely to the T, and I'm so glad that they kind of waited to do a reissue of him. Now, to my knowledge, we've not had him in the Hasbro Marvel Legends line before, and this is the first time that we are seeing the Spider Armor Mark 1. There have been figures of him in the past, but this is the first one of the Hasbro Marvel Legends that I'm aware of. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. If I am, drop it in the comments and let me know, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time that we've seen him. Now we have had a few various different versions of Iron Spider and Spider Armors, etc., but this is the first time we're seeing the Spider-Man Mark 1. Now he was brought into the comics to make him bulletproof essentially, but the suit slowed him down, it made him slower, it made him obviously less agile because it was bulky and heavy, etc., but it served its purpose and it ended up getting destroyed in the same issue that it debuted. So it really was a kind of fun 5-minute thing. The details on this are insane. If you have a look in the spider emblem there, you can see that you've got the details of the suit underneath. There's so much detailing in the material of the actual suit as well. If I just pull the head off, you can see that it's on a ball rocker here, so there's a lot of movement there. You can get it into a lot of different positions and poses. There's the texture there on the back of the helmet, but there's texture all the way through the black of the suit. It's not just a smooth finish. There's a lot of texture there in the suit, and each one of these metal plates have obviously been carved out, have been sculpted. Now people have complained that there's not kind of black lines on that, but I personally don't think that you need to do any kind of alteration or customizing because he looks absolutely perfect as he is. This figure gets a 10 out of 10 for me. It is absolutely brilliant. The only complaint I suppose there is that he is a bit shorter than the new Retro buck. So I'll just grab that and put that next to it. So you can see there that he's obviously a bit smaller. So if you're using this Retro Spider-Man as your main Spider-Man, he is going to come up a little bit short. But with a little bit of forced perspective, you could obviously change that a little bit by putting him further forward in your displays or in your photographs. Or of course just displaying him next to the old pizza mold Spider-Man. But all in all, as I said, it's just a real nostalgic one for me. It really takes me back to the early 90s when I was reading the comic books and the Web of Spider-Man in particular. It was one of my favourite suits. There was just something really cool and very 90s about having kind of a metallic Spider-Man. I think obviously with all the films like Robocop and Terminator and all the rest of it, you know, something was very cool about having like an armoured metal Spider-Man. That wasn't obviously a robot, that actually was Peter Parker underneath that suit. Some of the cosplays of this guy are fantastic. There's been a lot of customs made over the years. I even did a custom myself, but I just painted the armour onto a Spider-Man buck, whereas the guys at Hasbro have really gone to the next level and sculpted all of this. So it is a completely new sculpt from head to toe, from what I can tell. I can't see any that's been reused because obviously how would you reuse something so specific, but this is definitely a good one. And even the silver's got a really nice metallic finish to it here. You can see I've not got many lights set up, it's just the standard lights in this particular video, and you can see the reflection off of the silver chest plate and the the gauntlets on his arms there as well. So this is a really fantastic figure, and I can't thank the guys over at Hasbro enough for actually making him so that we can add him to our collection. If you are enjoying the 5-minute figure reviews, then please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things. I've got all 6 of the figures from this Retro Spider-Man Wave 2 on my channel, so you can have a look at those and see my reviews for all 6 of those, so the 3 spider suits and the 3 villains. And that's about it. Thanks very much for tuning in. Definitely pick this guy up if you get a chance. You will not regret it. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you next time.